Hey guys, this is Matt Brunet, creator of Animation Lookback and Animax Reviews, and as we enter into a new year, it's time to enter upon some new updates. And the first thing that I want to go and talk about is the Epic Mickey files. Now, in my last update video, I mentioned that the Epic Mickey files will be released all throughout the month of January. Well, that did not happen. Well, I have a few explanations for that. Number one, I am really terrible at predicting release dates for my videos. I have already mentioned this before, so I don't know why you guys keep being surprised about that. And number two, there's also the factor that I have been surprisingly busy, like during the past few months. December, I didn't really have the time to make it, mostly because of the holidays. And January, well, I was still kind of busy with a few more things, plus the fact that there were other videos that I had to do, like I decided to put more priority into, like the top 5 best and worst animated films of 2013. But now that all that is over, finally I have the time to actually do more Epic Mickey files, and I'm glad to say that it's finally rolling on its way, and you will see it throughout the month of February. Now, as I'm recording this, I already posted my Bunny Children and the Pipe Organ file of the Epic Mickey files onto Blip, which you guys can go check it out. I'll put a little link into the description and you guys can go see it. So yeah, I just want to say that the Epic Mickey files is finally rolling on its way onto throughout the month of February, and it will be coming onto YouTube very soon. You guys, don't worry, you guys will see it. Now, after the Epic Mickey files, I just want to announce a few short bonus reviews and few other stuff that's going to be going on. Now, the first thing that I want to mention is what is already mentioned before, is my Escape from Tomorrow review. For those of you who don't know, that is the Sundance psychological thriller that was filmed at Walt Disney World and Disneyland and all that stuff. That will still be going on after the Epic Mickey files. Then there is also my Muppets Most Wanted review. Now, I have been asked if I am going to do it, and yes, since I am a huge Muppets fan, and I did do that review of the 2011 Muppets, so I will continue on and actually go and review the latest Muppets Most Wanted. And also, another thing that I want to mention is the Annie Awards. Now, as you guys may know, every year I would go and talk about what happened in the Annies, whether it be the controversies or just the winners and the losers. I decided that for this year, I want to do something a little more different. I'm actually going to delay it for an entire month. Now, instead of just me talking about the Annies, I'll also be talking about the Oscars. So you'll see that in the beginning of March, after the Oscars have been presented, I'm just going to do a little vlog on my thoughts on what happened in the Oscars and who won and who lost, as well as mention at what happened during the Annies. So I'm pretty much going to be doing an entire awards vlog per se. Now, the next thing that I want to go and talk about is pretty much all the YouTube stuff that I have already done right now, but since I didn't mention it in an update video, now's the time to do it. Now, the first thing I want to mention is that if you have seen at the end of my DuckTales the movie review and my Nutjob review on YouTube, you will notice at the end of the video that I have done a special annotations thing, where I would recommend, if you click here, you'll see more of my videos, and if you're new to this, then you can go and subscribe. Now, this is a new strategy that I'm doing that I see a lot of many popular YouTubers have already done, and I decided why not try it myself. And, I think I like it. I think I'm gonna keep on doing this. So expect more of that to come at the end of YouTube. And another thing that I want to mention about YouTube is regarding my Animax reviews. Now, you know that it's very important that I would have to release my reviews of new movies really early, as close to the release date as possible. And the factor is that sometimes it can be a little bit hard for that on YouTube, considering what I usually do. I would release my reviews about a week after I would post my videos on Blip and a few other sites, and then 1 week later I would post it on YouTube. It's not that easy to do that. So what I decided to do is that instead of just waiting an entire week for my Animats reviews, I'm just going to post it 3 days after I post it on Blip. I can post it on YouTube. This is something that I've done already with my Nutjob review, and things have been going pretty well. It's a way that I can still manage to profit from it still being on Blip, but then I can still like put it on YouTube while it's still fresh. So yeah, it's going to definitely work. I'm not going to say that I will do it with my other videos like Animation Look Back, Animats Classic Reviews, or the Epic Mickey Files. That'll still be a week after I post it on Blip and stuff. Oh, and another thing that I want to mention as a little like recommendation is for those who don't really like Blip that much. Like if they can't really play it on their servers or stuff like that. I would like to recommend if you guys could go to Go Indie TV. Now, it happens usually that I can't post my reviews onto YouTube due to copyrights and stuff. And if you can't play on Blip or something like that, then go to Go Indie TV. This is mostly because they have a different video player than Blip. Sometimes they would use Vimeo or they would use their own thing. It's kind of more like it's more friendly to other servers. You guys can go try that out. I'm not advertising for Go Indie TV or anything. This is just a recommendation that if it doesn't work on YouTube or Blip, then you can go to Go Indie TV. Now, with that said and done, here's about another site that I'm on, which is Mr. Code. And every year they would do a special thing called the Mr. Code Awards, which honors pretty much the efforts of all the contributors on the site, and it is happening once more, and I have been nominated a few times again. Now, I just need my phone because I need to remember about all the nominees that I'm on. I'm actually nominated for 7. So, the nominees that I'm in includes Best Review Series in the field of animation for Animats Reviews, Best Informative Series for Animation Look Back, Best Editing for Animation Look Back, Best Writing. Now, I'm actually sharing this with Logan Reidenbaugh for the Huey's Animated Reviews episode of Gertie the Dinosaur. Fun fact, me and Logan wrote that episode long before it was actually released. I'm also nominated for Best Multi-Part Episode for the Making of Animation Look Back. It's funny, now it's getting some recognition. Best Individual Special Effect for that animated bit in Animation Look Back Pixar where Brad Bird is in a restaurant with a waiter. And finally, Best Top 10 for my Top 10 Other Disney Villains. Now, if you guys want to go and vote for the Mr. Code Awards, now there are a few things you have to do. Number one is that you have to go to the Mr. Code website, which I'll put a link down below, and look at all the other nominees as well, so you can inform yourself, like, who else is nominated and all that stuff. Then you would have to go and send a private message to Mr. Code, whether it be on his YouTube channel or his Facebook page. That way you can go and, so you can actually go and vote. Now, you have until March 1st to do this, so you guys can go and do it pretty soon. Now, with that said and done, I actually have a little assignment for you guys, or like a little favor, if you guys can want to help me out. Now, as you guys may know, the first half of the Top 10 Scariest Disney Moments is the most popular video that I've ever done. Right now, it has a total of more than 900,000 views, and I would really, really like it if it can go and reach 1 million. That would be just incredible. So, my assignment for you guys is that if you guys can go and spread the word that about the top 10 scariest Disney moments, and like make sure that the first half makes it up to 1 million views. And while you're at it, as I'm recording this, I'm actually also close to getting 20,000 subscribers. Now, I know I always say to keep watching and tell your friends and all that stuff, but this time, like, try to really go and tell, like, more people about me and reach, like, so I can reach not only my first million views video, but also for me to reach 20,000 subscribers. This is just a little favor for me. I know I'm ridiculously selling out, but like, just to help me out, you know? Just a little help, just a little fun assignment that you guys can do afterwards. Alright, so, now that all that is over, now it's time to go for a little round of some Q&A. Now, as you guys may know, no, that's not my emails. There we go. Now, as you guys know, at the end of each of my update videos, I would go and do some Q&A where you guys would ask me a question, whether it be on the comments, on Facebook, on my email, animatsreviews@gmail.com, or on Twitter, or whatever, so that you can go and, you know, just ask me a question, and I will answer 5 of them. Now, if you guys if I didn't answer your question, well, better luck next time. You can ask me again, just wherever, and we'll see. So, let's just begin. And the first one will be... This is from the email, David. By the way, I don't say the last name for the respective person. So this is from David through my email. Dear Animat, in your animation look back on Don Bluth, you made a couple of references to the League of the Supercritic, most notably Lindsay's, most notably the Nostalgia Chick's big-lipped alligator moment, and the Nostalgia Critic's remark on Rockadoodle. Have any members of the League contacted you about that and or extended an invitation to you to potentially join their channel as a strictly animated film critic? Pretty much, he's essentially asking if I can be a member of Channel Awesome, since that is the people who own the Super Critics. Their original website is That Guy with the Glasses. I would love to be a part of Channel Awesome. I'm a huge fan of Doug's work, like the Nostalgia Critic or Bum Reviews or Ask That Guy with the Glasses. And also, the people at That Guy with the Glasses really did inspire me to become who I am right now, whether it be the Nostalgia Critic, Linkara, Angry Joe, or any of these people. Here's the thing, though. I can't really be on Channel Awesome right now. It's not because of me, it's because of them. They don't really want to hire people, or like they just don't. For some reason, they always feel like they're full. They got plenty of reviewers on the site, and like they're not really looking for more. So the factor is not really me, it's more of them. Even though at one point, during the beginning of, well, me making this, I always dreamed to be a part of Channel Awesome. Now, my goals are more like to actually meet the people of Channel Awesome, like just to talk with them, just hang out or chill, or just, simply like contact them or just be friends, or, just to actually meet the people at That Guy with Glasses. However, if it's for me to join Channel Awesome, it's all up to them. I have no say in this. As for the League of the Super Critics, honestly, I don't think I can ever join them, because the thing is that the League of the Super Critics is meant to be like Channel Awesome's YouTube page for the people who don't have a YouTube channel already. The Nostalgia Critic, the Nostalgia Chick, Chad in the Shadows, Cinema Snob, they don't have a YouTube channel where they put their own videos. So, like, if they add me, it just makes no sense, because I already have my own YouTube channel where I put my stuff, and, like, it'll be just a little repetitive. It's like if Angry Joe is on the League of the Super Critics. It doesn't really make sense since he has his own channel. So, that's pretty much my say on that, so... Alright, so the next up will be Brian through my emails, through my email, and he asks, not counting Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs or its sequel, what would you say is the worst animated film you have ever seen? I would honestly say I think the Weinstein films, like the ones that I have already reviewed, both Hoodwink 2 and Escape from Planet Earth. Now, I've mentioned Escape from Planet Earth being possibly one of the most dull, unoriginal, and even annoying animated film I've ever seen, like, ever. Like, it just doesn't feel like there was no effort put into it. And, like, I understand, like, many of the behind-the-scenes that stuff that happened from the lawsuit, from the countless of rewrites. I've even seen articles of people who worked on it. They just didn't enjoy it whatsoever. They just wanted to get it over with, and it shows. This is just a piece of crap that they just wanted to get over. As for Hoodwink 2, well, it really depends if you have seen the first film. It could be as bad as Escape from Planet Earth, but technically it could be better because it's a little more creative than them, like in terms of designs and like all that. But if you have seen the first movie, the devastation of how inferior it is, like how they went from the first film to this, is just so painful. It just adds into how bad this movie is. So I would say both Hoodwink 2 and Escape from Planet Earth, but unfortunately, I know that there are worse animated films out there that I haven't even seen, like the Video Brinquedo films or the animated Titanic films. Like, these are the ones that I really do dread, because I know that they're even worse than Cloudy 2, and that's really saying a lot. Oh, God. And you know the worst, I think some of the some of the Titanic animated Titanic films are actually on the animation hat. Some people have actually requested that. Oh, God. Alright, the next question will be from YouTuber Keegan. And he asks, have you tried reviewing anime movies? Well, yeah, I have. I've already reviewed Totoro. You know, that could be considered anime. Like, the thing is that, like, if just suggest them in for the animation hat. That's all it is. Like, I've already have some like Vampire Hunter D or Metropolis and plenty of other Studio Ghibli films. You know, like, just suggest them to me. Like, reviewing an anime, I think reviewing an anime film won't be that different from an animated film. It's just the animation is from Japan. That's the only big difference. So yeah, like, yeah, I've tried, and like, if you guys want me to review anime films, suggest them to me. I'll be happy to do them. All right, so the next question will be. Let's see, we got, Teddy, and, yeah, YouTuber Teddy, and he asks, hey Animat, have you ever thought about giving your top 10 best animated sequels a sequel? Like, let's just say either a top 10 next best animated sequel, a top 10 best Disney sequel, or a top 10 worst animated sequels. I definitely have. You know, I think it's one of the most requested top 10s for me to do. And I have been thinking that I might do a top 10 worst animated sequels. The only thing that's really, like, stopping me from it is just that it takes a long time for me to do a top 10. Like, the writing takes a while. Recording, well, I have to do a lot of stuff for recording, and editing is possibly the one that takes the longest. But there's also the factor that I have to watch all the movies, which I remember that's probably the longest process, is to watch all those movies. And I remember how much pain I got from watching not just the top 10 worst films based on the cartoon, but also like the ones that didn't make it on the list. It's still painful. So maybe I will do a top 10 worst animated sequels, but sometime in the future. Well, maybe. We'll see. Alright, and I think I have one more to do. I'll do one more, so let's see. And this one comes from John, from Facebook, John, and he asks, where did the name Electric Dragon Productions come from? Well, if I could be honest, I think it's just a simple answer. I like electric and I like dragons. That's honestly the real answer. I'm always interested in dragons. I like drawing dragons. I like to read about dragons. And, I just like dragons I really do like the concept of dragons. It's my favorite mythical creature. So there's that. And as for electric, I guess I like pretty much like it would be like my favorite superpower is to like conjure up electricity and all that stuff. It looks really cool like when you see something like Pokemon, when Pikachu would do like Thunder Shocks or Thunderbolt or stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically it. I like electric, I like dragon, I just put the two together. That's pretty much it. Oh my, I don't know what else to say. It's like the most basic thing. So I think that will be that. Yeah, I think that will be it for that. Now, and that's pretty much it for the update video with the Q&A and the updates and all that stuff. So that'll pretty much be it. But before we go, I just want to talk about one more thing. And for this one, I need to be serious for a moment because this is touching a really, really dark issue because of an event that happened not too long ago. Now, on January 23rd, an event that happened that not only shocked the reviewing community, but the entire online community. Nobody has ever seen this coming. None of his friends would ever thought he would do this. The event is that Justin Carmichael, also known as Jew Wario, has shot himself and he unfortunately passed away. This is something that, like I said, nobody was ever expecting. Nobody would ever thought he would do this, but it somehow happened. Now, like I mentioned before, one of my goals is to pretty much meet the people at that guy with the glasses, rather it be like Doug or Lewis or Joe or Lindsay or any of those people. I would just like to meet and just have a little chat and stuff like that. However, I can't believe that one of my biggest regrets would be that I would never have the chance to meet Justin. Everybody has told me the same stories, that Justin is such a great guy. They always have a blast with him. He's very humble. And even when I go to the Fantasia Film Festival, when I worked with Rob for Conman, he would often tell me stories about like his previous, like what he previously did at conventions, and a lot of stories included Justin. And to be honest, I really do believe them. If you watch his videos like You Can Play This, or You Can Cook This, or Family Kamen Rider, or whatever, you will see the humbleness and how nice you could see Justin can be. He has this approach where he is very friendly, and he loves the stuff that he wants to talk about, and he wants to show it to you, and he explains it in a way that really makes sense, that anyone can understand. Even if you don't know video games, like, you'll understand what he talks about. And it feels like he's opening to you with open arms. And that really does have that, and he really brings out that feeling in each of his videos. And another thing that I want to mention is that I really don't want to think of Jew Wario as the critic, as the reviewer who killed himself. The first one who ever did that. That's just a terrible way of thinking. I'd rather think of Jew Wario as the person who brought me so much joy in the anniversary videos. Now, rather it be in like Suburban Nights, when you would see him dressed up like David Bowie, and he has this huge package that all the ladies just go to him immediately. Like, it always makes me laugh. Or so in what was it? To Boldly Flee, where he's pretty much the George Takei of the special, and then out of the blue he would come out without a shirt and just go sword fighting. It's just, oh my god. And any moment in those That Guy with the Glasses specials, he would come out and steal the show. He knows how to make the humor work to his advantage. And it's just amazing. And you know, just thinking about it, I think that's what he would want to be remembered the most. As a man who brought joy to everybody. Now, I'm not just talking about just me through the That Guy with the Glasses anniversary videos, or his viewers who watch him in You Can Play This, or any of that. He also brought joy to his friends, to his family, and to his loved ones. Not just through his videos, but also just by being himself. I've heard so much that he brought him joy. You know, he brought people so much joy and happiness, like just from his presence. You know, whether it be from fans at a convention or other That Guy with the Glasses members. And you know, when you see, like, I see all the people, like, when they grieve about him, it really does have a major impact. I can really feel the pain that they have, that they lost such a great friend. And, you know, that's honestly the one thing that I want to say about Justin, is that he was a great man that brought so much joy to everyone. And for that, I want to say thank you so much, Justin. Now, before I end this video, I just want to show you guys a little something that Justin has said. You might have seen it, but I think it is important that you watch it, like, no matter how many times. It's something worth watching, even if you have already seen it. This is a little message that Justin said at the end of one of his streams. Now, for those of you who have made it to this point of my video, I just want to say thank you so much for listening. And normally I would just end this off by just, you know, selling myself off, saying keep watching, subscribe, and all that stuff. But I just want to go, and this is a moment that we need to honor a man who has done so much by just making us smile. And for that, I just want to say to you guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you later, dudes.
You know what? I want you all to look at me. I want you all to look at me. I want you to, because what I'm about to say is important, I think. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. And I want you all to know this. This goes out to everybody. You're not stupid. Okay? You're not stupid. Don't ever tell yourself that you are. You're important. What you have in your head may not mean a lot to a lot of people, but it's what makes you special. You are important. You mean something. And you're going to go out there and you're going to do some wonderful things. But first and foremost, you're not stupid. You're not an idiot. Don't ever tell yourself that you are. And if nobody else ever tells you this, I will tell you this. I care about you. Thank you for coming to my stream today.